Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I have the top 6 modifications that I think everyone should do to their Mahindra Roxor. Whether you are in a very hot climate or a very cold climate, and depending on what you use your Roxor for, these are the top 6 mods which I think everyone should do to their Mahindra Roxor. The first mod which I think everyone needs is to have a windshield. Even though the Roxor was initially limited to 45 miles per hour, which was bumped up to 55 for 2019 and 2020, at 45 miles per hour, you got a pretty good breeze coming towards your face, and it makes it quite difficult to see in front of you. Now, for options, the aftermarket has really stepped up, so you have quite a variety of options to choose from. But if you decide to go OEM, you can get the OEM windshield for about, let's see, I believe you can get it for about 800 to $1,000 depending on what options you choose. So aftermarket you can get it a windshield frame for about $850 from On the Rock Fab. They have the folding option for $585. Diesel Street also came up with a windshield option, and that is priced at $1,000 and includes a windshield with which is vented. You know, the frame is vented. You can open up the vents and get some breeze inside your cab. It comes with CJ glass, which is shipped from a different vendor, and it's shipped directly to you, and also includes a wiper kit. So I don't know if the wiper kit is included with the windshield, but his listing says it comes with a wiper, CJ wiper kit, and that is $1,000. So my second most important mod for the Mahindra Roxor is to get a cab. Now you may think the Roxor is just a regular UTV, but of course you finally realize you use it a lot more for work, industrial settings where you might spend a few hours under the sun or in windy conditions or when it's raining. So under such conditions, it's very important to get some kind of protection from environmental conditions. So Mahindra has an OEM cab which comes without a windshield. So the soft cab goes for about $1,700 from Dirt Legal, or you can get it from Mahindra directly for about $1,500. The problem with the soft cab, of course, people complain is the door, which you have to zip. And if you take your UTV out or the Roxor out in muddy terrain and it dries up, then you have problems opening and closing the door. It breaks a lot. So in the past, Mahindra used to offer an OEM solution, which was a cab made by Curtis Industries. Today I searched and I couldn't find that cab listed anywhere, and I think I haven't seen any of those cabs out in the wild. So that we can scratch off. However, there is still an OEM cap solution, a composite cap solution from Mahindra, which lists for $3,104. And that includes a polycarbonate windshield, which you will have to, which comes with a cap, of course. And the best cap which I've seen so far that most people opt for is the DFK Hardcap, which for the two-seater is $3,900, and for the four-seat option is $5,650. For the DFK Hardcap, you can also include the wiper kit and that will be $400 extra. The latest arrival for the hardcap for the Roxor is Rally Tops. Rally Tops makes a four-seat hardcap for the Roxor, and it's priced very competitively at $3,195. But there's a caveat: it is unavailable right now. So on the rock OTR, on the rock Fab is another company that offers a hard cap for
So
the
if you have a
Roxor.
Mahindra
I went to their
Roxor
website and I
with
couldn't
the
find
hard
the
cap from
listing for the hard
DFK
cap.
Hardcaps,
But they have
like I do right
a
here.
sort of solution which is kind of a la carte. You
There's
can
this
buy
new
a
company
windshield frame and windshield
out
from
of
them,
Maryland,
and then
run by
also
Max
a hard
Anthony,
top,
that has
and
come up
then
with
also
some very great and
like a
innovative
rear,
products.
which would be almost like a
The first
windjammer
thing I'll
kind of
talk about
deal.
is the lifts.
And each of those components you
Play
can
in
buy
the
them
mud
separately.
pit. You can
They
have your
also
music
list
in there. You can stay in your
half
Roxor,
doors on
refreshed,
the Rox
and then
website.
you have the
So you
shade
can
in
buy
case it's
that
raining
a
or
la
whatever,
carte and then build
and
up
just watch the guys play in the mud pit. And that's how
Now
it
we
opens
move on
up.
to the
You have
third
these struts.
most important
They work
mod,
very well.
which I think you need for your Roxor, and this would be a carb heater. So for the carb heater, expect to spend about anywhere from about $300 to $500 to keep your carb warm and toasty in cold weather. So the Roxor Mahindra offers an OEM kit for $379, and this include you can include a defrost kit for your windshield for $119 extra. So for about, I would say, $500, you would have a heater and a defrost kit from which is OEM for the Roxor. Now there's also another option for heat and AC, and this comes from Vintage Air. It costs $1,500, and if you have an automatic Roxor, that will be $1,800. And last but not the least, you have an option from On the Rocks Fab. They offer a heater kit for $565. You can order that from On the Rocks from their website. The fourth most important mod for the Roxor, in my opinion, would be getting a tune. And here we have kind of a crowded field, starting with Diesel Freak. He already has a very solid reputation amongst Roxor owners. He offers a kit for about $500, and he can also do a tuning which takes off the speed limiter, or he can modify it to wherever you want, increase or reduce the maximum speed. And then he also offers different boost levels or output levels for how much power you need for your Roxor. And that is, it starts from about $500. Next, you have Calibrated Power, which offers also a tune for about $500. And they have an ECM exchange program where you just send in your ECM with your VIN number, and they'll immediately send another ECM with your VIN program in there to you. That really reduces the turnaround time. The third one we have in this field will be Gilloman Innovations, which is about, they charge about $300, quick turnaround, and they're based in Minnesota. The next two are based in Arizona. You have Vivid Racing, and they charge about $400. And you have KMS, which charges about $695. I should also say that I believe Dirt Legal has a sale going on right now for tunes. So you can check on the Dirt Legal website and see what they are doing for the holidays. I believe I saw on there they have some kind of sale going on for whatever you get from Dirt Legal. So the fifth mod, which I think everyone should get, if you have a Mahindra Roxor, would be a lift kit. So you have an OEM 3-inch lift, which is about $1,600, and you can use up to 32-inch tires. Next, you have the BFM Rocks lift, which gives you 5.5 inches. It's a spring over axle lift kit, and that will cost you about $989, which is under 1,000 for 5.5 inches. Dirt Legal also offers a 1.25-inch lift, and that is just $99. Rough Country gives offers a 2.5-inch lift, and that is about $279, and you can obtain that either through Rough Country directly or through Dirt Legal. Climax, owned by Max Anthony, offers a very mild lift, which you can use either as a leveling kit by installing the 1.5-inch lift up front, and that would set you back $59. Or you can also choose to install the 1-inch rear lift, and that would be $54. So 1.5-inch up front and 1-inch in the rear will bring you to about 100 and I would say about $12-15 total. And so we move on to the very last mod, which I think is very important for anyone who has a Mahindra Roxor. This will round up a list of the 6 most important mods which I think you need if you have a Roxor. And that would be to get tags, registration, and insurance on your Roxor. Why is this important? Well, most people buy the Roxor and think it's just a work vehicle, but then they realize, before they get to the trailhead, they might have maybe a mile of road where they have to drive on roads where they would need tags, and there's other public traffic on there. Also, many farmers, ranchers realize, when they're out in the fields, they might want to run to town real quick, maybe to get some diesel for the Roxor, or to get some kind of supply and head straight back to the field and not back home. So it's always important to have your Roxor titled, registered, and with insurance. Now, a couple of ways to do this. You can get registration and tags through Dirt Legal, and right now they're running their holiday sales, and you can do all of that for the total of $399. So basically $400 to get your Roxor street legal. That is the only service I know so far that's offered online. Otherwise, you would have to do the footwork yourself, do all the reading up on states, statutes, and requirements for whatever state you are living in, and then do the footwork to obtain that paperwork. Otherwise, give the guys at Dirt Legal a call, and for about $399, because they're running a sale right now, you can get your tags and registration. Speaking about that, there's also a service from Diesel Freak, which would get your Roxor to the point where it's ready for inspection to get it street legal. A few states, I believe Arizona, possibly Florida, and I think Michigan have passed some laws which make UTVs street legal in certain circumstances. But at the very minimum, you need some equipment on your Roxor to get it street legal. That would include, but not limited to, a windshield, a wiper kit with a washer kit. It would also include turn signals and and mirrors, rear view mirror, front mirrors, and side mirrors. Sorry, rear view mirror, side mirrors. So, still talking about tags and registration. What seems to be the most difficult there would be the turn signal kit. mirrors, the side mirrors and the rear view mirrors, those are pretty easy to obtain or to adapt for the Roxor. But for speaking about turn signal kits, you can get one for about $350 made by XTC, and those are plug and play. On the Rocks also offers plug and play turn signal kit with an actual stock on the steering column, as opposed to XTC that has a switch on the dash, a rocker type of switch which you use to choose either left or right. On the XTC also offers self-canceling turn signal kits for a little bit more, I believe about $375. And if you choose to go the DIY path, you can have a turn signal kit installed by yourself for under $100. So those are the top 6 mods. I think when you get a Roxor, you can go ahead and do those ones, and you would have a pretty nice looking and complete and very usable Roxor. If you want me to list them again, here we go. Number 1 would be to install a windshield. Number 2, to install a cab. Number 3,